New here at 10 o'clock, her water bill suddenly jumped from $200 to $2,000 and then $4,000.
She couldn't find a leak on her property because the leak wasn't on her property. So what's the deal here? Tonight's Help Me Howard with Patrick Fraser.
Water is so easy to get in America. To bathe, flush, drink. Convenient and not too expensive either.
200, 300, like that.
But if you've ever watched Help Me Howard, you know Nurjan didn't call about those water bills. It's the new ones.
Then the bill get to 4,000, then it get to 6,000.
The next month, it was up to $7,200 as Nurjan and her husband searched the house for a leak.
He checked it himself first, then my father-in-law checked it. Then we called the plumber. There is no leakage in my house.
As they tried to figure it out, they didn't know their water meter was spinning. Nurjan hired another plumber who opened their meter box and saw water pouring out of a PVC pipe.
This is the pipe that plumber said it was leaking from.
A tree root had cracked the pipe on their side of the meter. They might have seen the soggy mess, but this is where Nurjan's story takes a really strange twist.
We are 2 houses down from my house. This is our neighbor's yard.
Her busted meter was down the street with 3 other water meters in a neighbor's yard.
Plumber who came said he never seen this before. 2 houses down. That's why we didn't actually see the water nowhere.
Nurjan contacted the Coral Springs Water Department.
The lady said, "This is your bill. It is on your land." I tried to tell her it is not on my land.
The city would not back down. Nurjan was told she had to pay the $7,200 water bill in 4 installments, beginning with $1,700 immediately.
She threatened to cut the water off that day. She said, "You have to pay this, otherwise we're gonna cut it today." I had to pay it.
That means Nurjan and her husband have to pay $6,000 more. Raising 3 boys, they don't have that money.
I really need help. I cannot pay that bill. I just cannot afford it. I don't have it.
That's understandable, but what does the law say about a big water bill from a meter that's not on your property? Mr. Finkelstein?
It's a gray area. Coral Springs has an ordinance that says you are responsible for leaks on your side of the meter on your property. The meter is not on Nurjan's property. The city created the problem by allowing 4 meters on one property. If they won't wipe out the bill, you would have to go to court.
We contacted Coral Springs. They checked their records, and the meters were originally on property owned by a developer who subdivided the lots and built homes in 1989, leaving the meters on one property and not putting them on individual properties. The city is now going to update their ordinance to make it clear homeowners are responsible for meters even if they're not on their land. Since Nurjan had paid part of the $7,200 water bill, the city gave her a one-time credit, wiping out the remaining $5,838 bill.
I'm very grateful. You just don't know. You did me a big favor.
Now, if you get hit with an enormous water bill, here's what you do.
Ask the department for a sewage credit, and number 2, ask for a one-time water credit. In many cases, they will give you that water credit if there are extenuating circumstances, like in this case.
Nurjan was much more relaxed and smiling when we met her again. We didn't know wiping out that big water bill saved Christmas for her kids.
You guys help me out now. They can have a great Christmas, you know what I mean?
Didn't know when we started that wiping out that water bill would help her kids have a nicer Christmas. That's great. And if you get a leak, no matter how small, get it fixed. Something as simple as a toilet that keeps running after you flush it can cost you thousands. Getting showered with problems, your hopes of solving them going down the toilet, leak the problem to us because we don't believe in watered down ways of helping. With this Help Me Howard and Patrick Fraser, 7 News.